But let's ensure that they are all on stage before we give them a goodbye on the assignment we gave them as the NEC. But at the very same time, my members of the steering committee, they too, they must come and ascend the podium very shortly. The elections committee and the election agents, they will come to deal with an item. The item is written, additional nomination for top 5 provincial chair, deputy chair, provincial secretary, deputy secretary, provincial treasurer. It's going to be done by the elections committee that will make remarks and hand over the agents. We should be starting because the majority of comrades, they are already seated. I'm going to start exactly, Comrade Dugwana. If your colleagues, Comrade Dugwana, they are not here, we're starting in the next 5 minutes. You can proceed with the level of vibrancy. I could see you are very singing here, so that we can keep our mood right. I thought we should just update you that in the next 5 minutes, we are starting. And the comrades who are responsible for security there, at that point, we are going to be closing the door. Akuvota phela lokhu kuphunya kushona le, and we always remain organizational. Enkosi, ngiyalebuka comrades. Thank you.
Mandla. Yesu mbutho wethu. Yesu mbutho wethu. Thina sizobaxelela amandla yo. Amandla yo ase. Yesu mbutho wethu. Yesu mbutho wethu. Thina sizobaxelela amandla la. Amandla la se. Amandla, amandla, amandla yo. Amandla, amandla, amandla yo. Amandla, amandla, amandla yo. Amandla yo. Amandla yo. Ase. Yesu mbutho wethu. Yesu mbutho wethu. Thina sizobaxelela amandla lo. Amandla lo ase. Yesu mbutho wethu. Yesu mbutho wethu. Thina sizobaxelela amandla yo. Amandla yo. Amandla, amandla, amandla yo. Amandla yo. Amandla yo. Amandla yo. Amandla yo. Amandla yo. Ase. Yesu mbutho wethu. Yesu mbutho wethu ma. Thina sizobaxelela amandla la. Amandla la. Yesu mbutho wethu. Yesu mbutho wethu ma. Thina sizobaxelela amandla lo. Amandla lo. Nelson Mandela, Nelson Mandela, Nelson Mandela, awunaya thwanani. Nelson Mandela, 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 awunaya thwanani. Awunaya thwanani wena. Isa, isa. Awunaya thwanani wena. Amkela man, yamasan. Awusuzobona umama. Bambizuche ekitchen. Awusuzobona utata wami. Bambiza upingnini egarden. Babuliseni. Babuliseni. Babuza impilo na. Babuza impilo nani. Kiri wata samkonto. Yamarumo asecha. Kiri wata samkonto. Yamarumo asecha. Hey ta. Etara. Last year. Osiabale. Auye. Uyagale mama. Auye. Uyagale mama. bafunde ephepheni alombutho bawuzwa ngendaba awuye uyekele mama I can shoot and jump like a frog, ma. I can shoot and jump like a semta. Yakumi pomo, that's our soul. Yakumi pomo, happy toy. That's about, hey. Kalis pump, pistol machine gun, Makarov. LMG, machine gun, Richard machine gun, Makarov, LMG, killer man. Yababa tambo, siya ye pitoli, o siya ye pito. Yababa tambo, siya ye pitoli.
Siyaya. Amandla. Bopha qabane bopha. Thank you. Amandla. Forward with unity in Free State, forward. Rise ANC in Free State, rise. Phambili nge-ANC, phambili. Phambili nge-unity, phambili. Down with divisions, down. Down with divisions, down. Phambili nge-ANC, phambili. Comrades, thank you very much. To all the delegates, comrades, we have one conference. To all the delegates of the ANC, we have reached a point that we go to the next item. The next item, we don't want to have difficulties. Comrades, all those that have tags written, non-voting delegates, we are going to excuse us. Nobody who's sitting here, the marshals and the election agency, only people that have a tag voting. We only remain with the alliance and the leagues here. At this stage, the elections committee is here with the agents. But before we hand over to the ANC elections committee, I want the members of the IPC to stand up, led by the convener. All members of the IPC to be standing up. And at this stage, comrades, we want to convey our sincere thanks to the members of the IPC and give them a round of applause, and their task is done. Thank you very much, comrades. Only the members of the NEC and the election agency are remaining on stage. Comrades, while the members of the IPC, Comrade Tukwane, usuyi then IPC, sungahlala phansi sihlala. Comrades, please take your seats. I'm now going to hand over the reins to the Deputy Chair of the Elections Committee, Comrade Regina Mahule. Thank you.
Amandla. Amandla. Awethu. Matla. Aruna. Long live the ANC, long live. Long live the ANC, long live. Unite ANC, unite. Unite ANC, unite. Phila ANC, phila. Phila ANC, phila. Qina ANC, qina. Amandla. Amandla. Awethu. I was buying time for comrades to take their seats. Comrades, let's take our seats. Thank you very much, members of the IPC, for the good work well done. Comrades, we have arrived. I know we're still going to break for commissions because that is the main business of our conference. I don't know here because the way we are sitting, it's a mixture of non-voting and voting. If maybe we can just shift the voting delegates be on the side so that our leaders will remain this side. We must not be in between them so that we don't confuse. Oh, only from here. From here to this side. Oh, great. Comrades, we are here with IMSA, the company that is going to conduct our free and fair elections under the leadership of Comrade Terry Zilane. So I don't want to waste time because when I look at the time now, it's almost 12. They are going to, he's with a team here that is going to work with him. So I'm going to give to him to pronounce and announce those members who qualified through the nominations of the branches for the top 5. That's where we start. Then we'll take it from there. He will outline the details. Over to you, Comrade Terry. Amandla! Awethu!
Thank you, Program Director. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start off by going through rules that are going to be govern the process so that every person understands how the process is going to unfold until such time that we have elected the leadership. The electoral process is going to be conducted in terms of the Constitution of the African National Congress, as well as the election guidelines. In terms of Rule 14.1, the NEC shall appoint an electoral commission of not fewer than 3 members whose task it shall be 1, which is 14.1.1, to prepare the ballot papers, 2, to make provisions for ballot boxes and other means of secret voting, 3, to create machinery for the counting of ballot papers and the effective supervision of the counting of votes, to announce the results of all ballots and make known the number of votes received by each successful candidate, and to establish procedures for voting and to determine any dispute raised in regard to elections and election procedures, and to determine how any tied vote should be resolved. According to Rule 5.1.4, a member shall be entitled to take part in elections and be elected or appointed to any commission, any committee structure, commission or delegation of the African National Congress. In terms of Rule 6.1, in the endeavor to reach the objective of full representation of women in all decision-making structures, the ANC shall implement a program of affirmative action, including the provision of quota of not less than 50% of women in all elected structures of the African National Congress to enable such effective participation. According to the ANC guidelines on BGMs, BBGMs, and regional, provincial, and national conferences as revised and adopted by the Special NEC, a meeting held on the 23rd August 2022 and 9 September 2022. In preparations for regional, provincial, and national conferences. Provincial conferences shall be conducted in accordance with Rule 17 of the African National Congress Constitution. And this shall be done 6 months before the term of office of REC or PC expires. The PEC and REC shall appoint Regional Provincial Conference Preparatory Committee in line with Rule 10.2. The REC, PEC, and NEC shall set a date for the conference at appropriate levels and shall adopt a roadmap towards the conference. Once the conference roadmap and cutoff date is adopted, the PEC and the REC and REC, it shall be distributed to all branches. Branches shall be required to hold BGMs preparing for the national, provincial, or regional conference in line with these guidelines. The REC, PC, and NEC must consider draft accreditation report from the conference preparatory committee before draft credentials are presented for adoption to the conference. And as we all know, this aspect has already been attended to on the nomination process. In terms of the election guidelines, branches may nominate one individual for each of the 5 top positions for the REC and PEC, whichever is applicable. In this case, what is applicable is obviously the PEC, this being a provincial conference. And this would include chairperson, deputy chairperson, secretary, deputy secretary, and treasurer. According to the African National Congress guidelines for conferences, any voting delegate shall have the right to nominate any person whose name does not appear on the consolidated list of nominees from BB, GMs, and PGCs of the leagues. In such a case, a nomination must be supported by 25% of the conference voting delegates for it to appear on the final ballot paper. As you may be aware, that the organization has also adopted the process of vetting of candidates. We have been informed that unfortunately the system of SEPS is down, and on the basis of that, there has not been a process of vetting of possible candidates. And this, just like it happened during the national conference, it will be done after balloting has actually happened. The voting process. Voting will take place after the ballot papers have been finalized. Ballot papers will cater for the total number of delegates, plus probably 10% to cater for ballot papers that will be damaged before they are deposited into the ballot box. We differentiate between a ruined ballot and a spoiled ballot. If a delegate makes a mistake on a ballot paper before a ballot paper is deposited into a ballot box, that delegate is entitled to get another ballot to replace that but we don't refer to that as a spoiled ballot. A spoiled ballot is a ballot that is already deposited in a ballot box, and then you can only be able to see it during a time when now you're doing the counting of votes. But nevertheless, we will still account for each and every ballot paper produced. The delegate register will be used as a voter's roll. Voting will take place immediately after nominations have been finalized and ballot papers produced. Voting will happen in field view of appointed observers. Voting will be by a secret ballot. Each ballot paper will represent a contested portfolio. Ballot papers for POBs will be color-coded. You will find that when you get to a voting station, each position will have a different ballot paper, color-coded according to the position that is being contested. And therefore, even if you put all the ballots in one box, it does not really matter because color differentiation will make it easier during a time when we're doing sorting of the ballots. Delegates' names will be ticked off the voters' roll prior to being given the appropriate number of ballot papers. Delegates will submit their name tags, ID cards to the voters' roll officer for inspection and to be ticked off the voters' roll. Delegates will then proceed to the ballot booth to make their mark. The mark should only be made in the block adjacent to the candidate's name. No more than one name must be marked on a ballot paper. Preferably a mark or a tick should be made on a ballot paper. No information that will indicate the voter's identity should be made on the ballot paper. After marking ballot papers, a delegate will then proceed to deposit the ballot papers into the appropriate ballot box. The delegate will then leave the voting area. During voting, objections to the voting process will be entertained. Thereafter, no objections related to the administration of voting will be entertained. The decision of the electoral officer in relation to objections to the electoral process will be final. The results process. A simple majority wins an election. In the event that there is only one candidate for a portfolio, such a candidate will be regarded as duly elected. In the event of a tie, the decision will be by lot. After objections to the result process have been finalized, a candidate with the highest number of votes will be declared duly elected. The decision of the electoral officer in relation to objections to the election results will be final. After counting, a results slip will be produced, which will then indicate the reconciliation of all the ballots, as I indicated earlier on. Then an electoral officer, in this case myself, will then declare and announce the results of an election. I think it's important for me to also mention that in the interest of protecting the integrity and sanctity of the vote, cell phones will not be allowed into a voting area. So please, before you proceed to go and cast a vote, make sure that you do not have a ballot paper, or rather a cell phone, because we don't want anything that will interfere with the electoral process or compromise the integrity of the process. As you may be aware, we've gone through a particular process, and then that process was nomination from the branches. And I'll just deal with a summary first before I announce those who passed the threshold. And then immediately after that, I'll take, as per the Constitution, nominations from the floor. I'm so thirsty. Thank you very much. Now, The summary of nominations from the branches is as follows. The number of branches that qualified and that were endorsed by the SGO office during the verification was 242. Therefore, the threshold for top 5 position was 20%. 20% of 242 represented 48 branches. For the provincial chairperson position, only 1 person passed the threshold. For the position of provincial deputy chairperson, nobody passed the threshold. Provincial secretary, only 2 passed the threshold. Provincial deputy secretary, only 1 person passed the threshold. And provincial treasurer, only 1 passed the threshold. And I'll now mention the names of those who passed the threshold. For provincial chairperson, Mkolisi Dukwana passed the threshold. For provincial deputy chairperson, as I indicated, nobody passed the threshold. For provincial secretary, Paseka Numpundo and Poliliso Mutswaning passed the threshold. Provincial secretary, Dibulelo Mahlatsi passed the threshold. For provincial treasurer, Matabo Lieto passed the threshold. Now, having gone through that process now, we'll go through an obligation to now take nominations from the floor. And I want my team to take positions. Yes, sir.
Chair of the
Okay,
session.
Okay, just lift your tag, I will recognize you. Let's not lift with our mouths, let's lift with our arms. We have not yet started with the nominations from the floor. Yes, comrade?
Chair,
I'm listening.
my name is Butiki Valashia. Mine, Chair, is very much simple. Chair, I'm not sure if I'm the only one, Chair, in this conference room, Chair, who's having a difficulty with the manner in which, Chair, the IEC team, Chair, it's using, it's the way they count, Chair. Because when I was observing, Chair, I'm not sure that they are using a technology or what, Chair. I actually don't see a physical counting in terms of the text. You only hear the chair of the IEC there. He says, it's 1 minute, it's 30 seconds, it's done. Therefore, Chair, I'm not happy, Chair. As the delegate of Ward 4, Albert Nzula branch, Chair, I suggest, Chair, or I actually propose, Chair, to the conference that let us see the IEC staff that is actually counting, Chair. Because this thing of 30 seconds, it will eat on us, Chairperson. I thank you.
IEC staff, wherever you are, raise your hands so that let's all of us put down our hands except the IMSA staff. Okay, which means they are spread in every corner. Thank you. Let me go that side. If you are covered, please don't come and re-emphasize. Yes, comrade?
No, thank you very much, Chair. Chair, my name is Pusele Zoseleke, Ward 50 delegate from Mangaung. Chair, we accept everything that you presented to us today. But the only worry that I have is that this venue is too small. And we have half of the delegates of non-voting. So, re tlo e sebetsa jwang moetapele wa ka, I so wish kapa ke ne ke kopa hore all non-voting delegates di ye ka ntle so that re tsebe ho etsa mosebetsi wa rona.
Okay. Can the veterans come forward on the stage? Alliance partners, come to the stage. Non-voting, can you use any room outside? If it's raining, go to that room. That was the agreement. But to clear the room, the veterans will come on stage and the alliance partners will come on stage. Right. Let me come somewhere in the middle, no one. Comrade there with a mustard jersey, yes. Comrade, move faster to the mic.
Thank you very much, Chair. Chair, I would like to make a request that before we can start nominating, can at least the electoral staff double check if the text that would be raising hand are the texts that are written voting delegate, please. It's important. Because these people, they don't want to go out. Thank you.
Okay. People don't want to go out. Comrades, non-voting, ka kupo hle, ke a le kupa. Ga o itse gore you are a non-voting delegate, your tag is written non-voting. Please. Yeah. I know it's cold outside. Maybe that room, if there's nobody there, you can still go to that room. And comrade, let me request you, look at the tag of somebody sitting next to you. Look at the tag of somebody sitting next to you. Whether you complain or what, but I'm saying, I want us to pass this thing of tags. Look at the tag of somebody sitting next to you. If that person is a non-voting, request that person to simply go out. Right? Are we done with that? Before I recognize any other person, I want us to have done with that. Okay. Now I come this side, comrade. Then you'll follow, comrade, then I'll come this side. Quickly come to be next on the mic.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, my name is Lindio Makhalima, IPC delegate. Chairperson, I also want to concur with Comrade Puseleto to say all non-voting delegates, including the staff, for the first time in the conference, we see a lot of staff, including these staff that are occupying a lot of seats for a voting, that's supposed to be occupied by voting delegates, that must also go outside, Chairperson.
Thank you. Is there a staff member now sitting here? Don't say yes if you're not a staff member. I'm asking, is there a staff member? Because when we said non-voting, whether only voting delegates must be seated.
I'm recognized.
Staff,
I'm recognized.
if you are not doing anything,
I'm recognized.
go out.
She pointed at me as well.
Staff, if you are not doing anything, just go out for this session. You will come back. Thank you, comrade.
Was it me? Chair. Was it me or him? Was it me?
I recognize
Yes.
you, comrade.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, my name,
Comrades, let's be in one meeting, please. We agreed that non-voting delegates must go out, and including staff members who are sitting down as guests.
Chair.
You raise your hand, I'll recognize you. I recognize that comrade on the mic. Yes, comrade.
Chair, my name is Lifa Lehula, I'm from Karib.
Comrades, let's listen, please.
Mine, Chair, I think I need assistance or guidance, Chair. This conference takes place after the 55th conference in Nasrec. And in that conference, there was constitutional amendments. And I so believe that in one of the constitutional amendments, it was that every leadership, especially in the NEC, that there will be representation of every region. So since the NEC is here, I need guidance on that. Is this also going to apply in the province that all regions are represented, Chair? That is my concern, and I need clarity from the NEC.
Okay. Yeah. I said I'll recognize comrade there. Oh, the comrade's not still. Comrade. You can't raise your hand, then you look at the back when I recognize you. Sit down now.
Yeah,
Yes, comrade.
Comrade Regina, thank you, Silodi Tebe from Ward 22, Khwelihlatla, branch delegate. Two things I'd like to raise. Comrade Mahlobe earlier intimated that there could very well be staff that we need in the room. That is those that are performing essential tasks. So I'd like a distinction to be made between the general staff and that cohort of staff members who can be clearly identified so that they are not part of the delegates. That's the first point. The second point relates to what Comrade Lefa has raised. Remember, Comrade Lefa, it was in the early morning of the 6th of January, and all the other comrades were in their provinces, in their hubs, because we had a hybrid conference. Instead of 3,954 delegates, which was a requisite number for the 2/3 majority as per the credentials adopted at Nasrec, we ended up with 2,100 instead. On that basis, therefore, the constitutional amendments you are talking about could not be adopted. If I could just jog your memory. Thank you.
Let me take note. Let me recognize comrades. Yes.
No, thanks, Chairperson. Patrick from Ward 39, branch, Mangaung, delegate. Chair, I'm sure it's difficult for a non-voting delegate or batwe. Maybe Rona as delegate and the second thing, Chair.
Okay,
I'm sure
comrade, before you go to the second thing, show us that non-voting delegate that is still sitting.
Okay.
Kima,
I think, Chair,
I requested that look at the person next to you. If that person is a non-voting, humbly request that comrade to go out.
Okay.
Non-voting delegates, can you stand up?
Can I also
Wait,
finish?
comrade, you made a claim that there are non-voting delegates here. Non-voting delegates, can you stand up? Are you a non-voting delegate? I'm talking to non-voting delegates that are full here. Because now the voting delegates want to go out. I want to see the non-voting delegates. I'm saying non-voting delegates, stand up. Okay, conclude, comrades. Then before Comrade Matlo will respond.
Okay. Chair, maybe your staff, House IEC, they will assist you, Chair. maybe ba tsamaye mona o tloha mane ba check hore na ke di delegate na.
Okay.
And then the second thing, Chairperson, ne re tla propose hore the time rates are nominations, because we can see hore ha ba batle ho tswa, and they are fully aware tickets about the kentseng. The personal nominator chair, staff sa eyes se atamele se shebe hore na motho e ke delegate na.
Thank you, comrade. Comrade, Black Cap.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Zama Sigwabela. I'm a branch delegate from. Oh, thank you, Chair. My name is Zama Sigwabela. I'm a branch delegate from Mangaung, Zone 5 or 20, and also a branch chairperson. Chair, you have said to us that you have tallied 242 branches that nominated. Firstly, I want to check that why is that the the nominations of the leagues are not included. Two, I also want to check with the national deployees, given that at the national conference, the ANC Youth League counts as a province here in the provincial conference, that it also equally counts as a full region, which automatically, when it nominates, that person that is nominated qualifies straight to ballot. Thank you.
Thank you. The last one, comrade.
Thank you, Chair. Just to assist the conference.
Please.
All of us here have tags. Some tags are written guests, some are written scribers, some are written security. When somebody says there's non-delegate, the reason why nobody's going out, nobody has a tag sitting here that is written non-delegate or non-voting. So everybody here who says somebody must go out, nobody sitting there is having a tag written non-voting or non-delegate.
Comrade. Comrades. Yeah. Don't make things to be difficult for nothing. We said only voting. Any tag that is not written voting, those people are requested. We humbly request them to go out. If your tag is not written voting, that's all what we said.
Chair?
Are you taking, should I respond? Yeah. No, comrades, thank you. We have reached a stage where we need to respond. The first issue that we'll do, on the question of those who are non-voting delegates, the essential staff that makes us to run this conference, in the main, dealing with all these issues around logistics, they can't leave. The comrade here was correct. But there are staff that are not involved here, they are going to leave. At the back there, where some comrades are, there's a row. Comrade David Makura is sitting there. And Comrade Makura is heading the draft team and declaration and commission. Those comrades that are there is a support team for the rapporteurs. The conference process must proceed. On the matter that the comrade has raised, Comrade Terry, we have agreed with the commission that the counting is going to be manual, because there are comrades that believe there is a process. What we agreed that we know that there was use of technology, but at this point, there are members of the staff that has been deployed. Comrade Deputy Chair, to resolve this matter, we are going to request that Comrade Terry, we should be able to deploy the team urgently on the basis that everybody raises his or her own tag. On the basis of that, if there is a comrade who deliberately misled the conference and chose to stay, we have adopted the rules of conference. They will apply. That is my suggestion. The only matter that must be responded now is this question of so many branches qualify, and but the number of those who have qualified and so forth, if the agency through you, Deputy Chair, we should respond. But that other matter, we can't make it a matter, it's not a matter. The team is here. We should be very quickly, within less than 5 to 10 minutes, we'll know who's not supposed to be here and who's sitting here deliberately while we've taken the veterans and the Alliance to join us at the back so that we don't contaminate. Remember, your venue is small and the delegates are 650. It's not a coincidence that we are full. It's not. Even when we did the Agenda 55th National Conference, the people we were hosting here, they were close to 400 and it was full. And more than additional close to 250 are here. Let's not make a meat out of nothing. Comrade Regina, with Comrade Terry, I want you to quickly dispatch about the bona fides. All have tax. My tax is very clear, I'm not voting. The tax here don't want to actually introduce a matter we've dealt with. The tax, they have a security feature. We know that this is a voting delegate. Even by the time you go to vote them, we are not going to vote if you are taking chances. You will have your tag as an instrument. You will have your ID. You don't carry the two, you will not vote. I hand over to the Deputy Chair. Gyalebo.
Ukhona oseno afuna ukusho. Okay. Asiphakamiseni ke amathek wethu. IMSA asiphakamiseni amathek wethu. Phakamisa itag yakho IMSA staff. Check if there's a tag that is written that is not written voting. Comrade, we are kumpop. Ngithi asiphakamiseni thina laba Comrade Kulum.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I raised 2 issues, Chair. The first issue was that the leagues, they did nominations.
Okay.
Yes, and the second issue was that I have requested, Chair, that the NEC deploys to guide us on the issue where the leagues have nominated. Does it, because the leagues at the provincial conference, it is a region, a fully fledged region. Does that nomination, whoever that person they have nominated or that comrade automatically qualifies to a ballot when you are at the national conference? Those are the 2 issues.
Comrades, the leagues, because this is a provincial conference, the leagues, let's say for the Women's League, they hold a PGC which is regarded as a PGM. They are counted as a branch, one branch. Same as the Youth League is counted as one branch. So they cannot be counted as a region. So, if they nominate Regina, nominated by the Women's League, that name, if it's only nominated by Women's League, it will not reach the threshold. Comrade Matobo, oh, I thought you want to. If it's only nominated by the Women's League, it will never reach a threshold. And we should not worry about that. We are here. The branches are here. If our people did not reach a threshold, we are going to make them reach a threshold here and now. Are we happy? Okay. So, Sanenkulumo futhi. Oh, it's nomination. Yeah, I want to give to IMSA now to conduct that process. Before we vote or before we nominate? Okay, comrade.
Thank you very much, Chair. My name is Dibulelo Mahlatsi. IPC delegate. Chair, in the presentation by Comrade Terry, he did indicate that nomination from the floor requires 25%, but he did not declare the exact number that qualifies to 25%. If he could repeat it, if he did, we missed it, but if he could repeat the exact number for 25% out of the
Yeah,
voting delegates. Thank you.
Angithi, we have not yet started. He was going to come to that the 25% of 650 is this much. Then for a name to qualify, it must reach that number which Comrade Terry will indicate to us right now. I don't want to give you the number because I don't qualify to do that, but I know 25% of 650. Comrades, now are we ready to nominate? Ne? Thank you, Comrade Terry.
Perhaps I should clarify one matter that may be creating confusion in terms of our process. Earlier, like we normally do when we come to a conference of this nature, we come as a team, we allocate ourselves a number of rows that each scrutineer is going to count. As you can see, we've got scrutineers that are in strategic positions. Each one knows how many rows they are counting, and it is done manually. But because we want to run an efficient process, they only transmit the information they have done manually, electronically. And that's why I'm able to tell. If you want them to come to me, it's going to take long. But they can come to me with a piece of papers. But we're trying to make an efficient process by just making sure that the counting that they have done manually is transmitted electronically, so that we avoid people having to run on top of each other, trying to bring pieces of paper to me. Reconciliation is done. So allow us just to proceed on that basis, because if they've got to come to me with pieces of paper, it's going to look firstly unprofessional, inefficient, and cumbersome. It's going to take too much time. But it is done manually. There is nothing electronic. It is only the transmission of information that is done electronically. Okay, thank you very much. Now, the credentials, as the chairperson, the deputy chairperson indicated.
Jump phela uye ku mic.
Thank you, Chairperson. Chairperson, I'm Lindy Makhalima, IPC delegates. I'm not taking the conference back in terms of the credentials. We adopted the credentials, Chairperson, where Ward 9 of the Hlabeng has 2 delegates. As we speak, there are another two delegates who just entered the plenary from the same branch. So, Chairperson, we cannot have 4 delegates from one branch, of which this branch is qualified for 2 delegates, and 2 of them just enter the plenary. Thank you, Chairperson.
Okay. It's okay. Comrades, we are not fighting. There's no war. There's no war and there's no train smash. Comrades, are you four from one branch?
Comrade Chair,
Speak.
Comrade Chair, you know, it's so embarrassing. And they just came in here with a National Executive Committee member inside the door. And Comrade Chair, the ANC has rules there. Can
Okay,
you please?
thank you. The point is taken. Comrade has
Yeah,
put the point.
but
Thank
can you please discipline those members who entered in the conference who are not wanted here? And we want to hear that verdict now here in the conference. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Comrade.
Thanks, Chair. My name is,
Okay, comrade, it's okay. It's okay.
thanks, Comrade Chair. My name is Mzwandile Tahudi. I am an IPC delegate as well. I'm rising on a point of order fundamentally because the conference adopted a program, and which program entailed, among others, that item of credentials report, which at this point was adopted. And then now, the process is such that we are verifying the text and all that. So the speaker is out of order over and about that. Thanks.
Comrade Chair.
If I could enjoy your
Comrades,
protection.
Comrade, I said there's no war. If the branch qualifies for 2, the branch shall have 2.
Comrade Chair.
Thanks, Chair. Can I enjoy your protection?
Okay? Let's protect the speaker. Don't worry. Who's the NEC member?
Comrade Chair. They are using the toilet.
Comrade
Chair. They are using the toilet.
Comrade Chair. Shouting and talking all of us at the same time is not assisting the meeting. Comrades, you have made your point and the point is taken.
Okay, lastly,
Comrade, you are still protected. Yeah.
Lastly, I just wanted to say the principle of burden of proof suggests that he who alleges must prove. He who alleges must prove.
Yes, that's why I'm saying, comrades, let's not all talk, please. We say, Ward 9, Masha, Dichabeng, is supposed to have 2 delegates, according to the, or 3. You said 2. Or 3.
Just walked in.
Now, where does the 4th one come from?
Comrades, please wait. Comrades, wait. And please take your hand down, comrade. There is an incident. Listen, comrades, so that we can proceed. There is an incident that is being reported. One, I'm going to direct that security. This is a session, no one must come in or out. If you come in now, you come out, we are not going to come back until the session is closed. That's an instruction. Number 2, this comrade that makes an allegation that there is a member, is it a member of the IPC, ne? NEC. I'm going to request the member of the NEC, Comrade Bushenkabane, now, just to walk them to that person who has said this NEC member brought these people who are not supposed to be here. No, don't assist me, leadership, please. Comrade Bushle, if that is factual, those 2 comrades, I instruct that for this session, they are taken out and we'll deal with the matter as the steering committee. At this stage, Comrade Nte Yehlisa Isandla. At this stage, comrades, we are not going to open credentials. Decisions has been made. But if comrade is pointing an incident, the incident cannot be ignored. But we've reached a point now that matters have been clarified, and we need to allow the elections committee and the agency to proceed. Comrade Regina, you have the floor as our deputy chair. Thank you.
Comrade Chair. Comrade Chair.
Please don't take a mic. Comrade Regina has not even approached here. There are rules we have adopted.
Comrade Chair.
Don't take the mic
We did
until
not
you are
resolve on this
recognized.
one, Comrade Chair.
Comrade,
We didn't
please
resolve on this one, Comrade
raise your hand. When your hand has been raised, you will be noted, but don't take over the mic. Thank you.
We still need to discuss the issue of the 4 comrades. That one is being handled. Comrade.
Comrade Chair.
Yes.
It's Comrade Vangile here from Dihlabeng, Etabomputzanyana, Ward 3. Comrade Chair, there was a proposal earlier, and there were allegations about what's happening right now, currently. So the issue is that we don't know how many we don't know that are already in here, that they are duplicates of tags. So, Comrade Chair, there was a proposal to say, can we start the process ward by ward and check who is there and who's not there, Comrade Chair?
Comrades, listen, the voters' roll is per ward by ward. There shall never be a duplicate person to vote. We are all going to use our IDs, our identification documents to vote. The voters' roll was determined by that. So, if people are trying to cheat, that will never happen. The voters' roll that we have here has got 650 names and nothing else. And nothing else. Comrades.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, we adopted the credentials with those amendments, if I remember very well. And Comrade Yelele, I think, is still here. I asked a question regarding Karib to say that in terms of regions, the report said that it gave 2 from the regions. But I said in Karib, we are only seeing 1. I expected it will be clarified here, and it's not. So we are in Karib, we are still in need of 1 IRC. On top of that, Chair, I raised the issue of another branch.
Come again. You say regions what?
The delegates from regions, as it was indicated here, it was 2. But I'm saying from my region, we only have 1. I just need clarity on that.
Regions have 1.
Or 2, I just want to know.
I say regions have 1.
Thank you, Chair. My second point, Chair. There's a branch here, Chair. On the report there, it says it had 164 members, as a branch. So we expected it to have 2 delegates. Now it has 3 delegates. I raised it here. Although one member of that branch showed me the report that he has, which is 231. So I wanted clarity from the presenter there. What is happening there? I needed clarity on that. Whether it's 2 delegates or 3 delegates. Because there on the screen, Chair, it appeared.
Comrades, now we are going to vote, to nominate. Ama credentials sidlulile. If you are not satisfied because we voted, we cannot open that now.
I'm not opening, Chair.
Ama credentials, they say we have 650 voting delegates. And each region has 1. And comrade, you raise that matter, and now you say, So we cannot continue. There's no second matter. Comrades, now I'm going to hand over to IMSA. to nominate. The hands that are going to be up here are for nomination.
Chair.
Can you raise your hands for nomination?
Chair, don't bully us. Chair.
Nomination.
Yes.
Okay? Comrades? Nomination. The one who wants to nominate. Comrade, you said you want to nominate.
Yes, you are nominating, Chair.
Nominate.
My name is Comrade Tammy Donald. I'm from Franz Mutwening branch. I'm a delegate. I
Yes.
didn't arrive now. I nominate Sisi and Tombela to be the chair of this province. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We're going to proceed, and this is how we proceed. I indicated earlier on, we have an obligation to comply with the requirements of the Constitution, and in terms of the Constitution, we will be taking nominations from the floor. I indicated that in terms of the Constitution, when we have a nominee, that nominee must have 25% of delegates, not branches. Delegates attending. We have received the information, as indicated earlier on, that the total number of people attending here as delegates is 650, and then therefore 25% thereof is represented by 163. So in other words, in order for a candidate to pass a threshold, that candidate must receive at least 163 number of votes. This process, we do it by show of hands. The scrutineers, as I indicated earlier, are doing the actual manual counting. And then here, they will send me information. And then I will then take that information and make a determination as to whether a threshold has been passed or not. Now, we are going to go sequentially per the positions. Now I open nomination for the position of chairperson. Can you raise your hand? Thank you, sir. Yeah, go to the nearest mic.
Chair.
Sorry, there is a person that I've appointed. Can you proceed, sir?
Yes, Chairperson. My name is Rasibuti Mukwa. I am from Jokambula branch, Ward 31 in Machabeng, Lijwele Putswa, in the Free State. I am nominating the name of Comrade Sisi Ntombela to be the chair.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sisi Ntombela, can you please come to the mic and indicate your availability?
Thank you very much, Chair. I accept the nomination.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As I indicated, the Constitution requires you during this process to show support for that by raising your hand. Only one hand. May I get an indication of support for that nomination by raising hands? Raise that hand only for 2 minutes. Keep the hand up for only 2 minutes. Keep that hand up for 2 minutes, sitting down. Keep it up for 1 minute, 30 seconds. Keep that hand up for only 1 minute, 30 seconds. Keep the hand up. Keep it up for 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Sitting down, please. If you stand, I'm going to say the scrutineer should not count you. Please sit down in order to be counted. Keep it up for 45 seconds. Keep that hand up for 45 seconds. Keep it up for 30 seconds. Keep your hand up for 30 seconds. Thank you very much. You may lower your hand. You will get the result in 1 minute. You will get the result in 30 seconds. Thank you very much. Sisi Ntombela has passed the threshold. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now we're proceeding. We're proceeding. Are there any further nomination for the position of chairperson? I see a hand here. Let's give him audience, please. Or let's give her audience. Let's give her audience.
My name is Cecilia Tswenyani from Thabo Mofutshanyana, Mantsupa. I nominate the name of Comrade Mutkolisi Dukwan.
Okay. Okay. No, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. As she may have missed it. Sorry. Give audience. Now let me explain again. Let me explain again. I indicated at the beginning of this process, people who on the basis of nomination from branches have passed the threshold. So those still remain qualified. So Nkolisi, as indicated earlier on, is one of those people who passed the threshold already due to the nominations from the branches. Are there any further nominations for the position of chairperson? I don't see any hand, and therefore I'm closing nomination for the position of chairperson. Now, I indicated that we'll be moving sequentially according to the position as indicated within the Constitution. Now, for the position of Deputy Chair, are there nominations for this position?
Chair, this side, Chair. Chair.
Yeah, there. Next to Mangaung Region board there. Yeah, whoever is next, yeah.
Thank you very much, Chair. My name is Ramara Matisele. I'm from Ward 2 in Metsimaholo. I hereby nominate Comrade Keto Totoma Kumi. Thank you.
Hello? Sorry. Can the nominated candidate go to the nearest mic and pronounce the names properly so that we can capture the name? I did not get the name properly, but the candidate that was nominated, can you please proceed to the mic and indicate your names properly?
Thank you, Chair. I'm Keto Totoma Kume, and I accept the nomination.
Thank you very much. Now, by a show of hands, can we check as to whether there is support for that nomination? Keep that hand up for 2 minutes. Keep your hand up for only 2 minutes. Sitting down, raising only one hand. Keep that hand up for 1 minute 30 seconds. Keep the hand up for 1 minute 30 seconds. Keep that hand up for only 1 minute. Keep that hand up for only 1 minute. You raise your hand once. For now, 30 seconds. Keep that hand up for 30 seconds. Keep the hand up for only 30 seconds. We keep the hand up for 30 seconds sitting down. Sitting down. Thank you very much. You may lower your hand. You may lower your hand. Now, let me indicate the following. Let me indicate the following. Let me indicate the following. You will get the result just now in 1 minute. However, this is what I want to say. If you move from one end to the other, you're making it difficult for our scrutineers. It means you are being counted twice because you are that side and then you come, you raise your hand on the other side again. So please desist from doing that. Okay. No. We've got the result. Ketso has passed the threshold. Are there any further nominations for the position of deputy
Yes,
chair?
Chair. Yes, Chair. This side.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Chairperson. My name is Comrade Tato Potledi. I'm from Ward 4 in Albert Nzula branch in Mohokare. I nominate the name of Comrade Thabo Manyoni for the position of Deputy Chair.
Thank you very much. Thabo Manyoni, can you go to the nearest mic and indicate your availability? Thabo Manyoni.
Sorry, Chair. Unfortunately, Comrade Thabo Manyoni hayo, Chair. I don't know if we can use electronic way so that we can touch him. Can you please protect me, Chair? Chair, we have nominated Comrade Thabo Manyoni. I'm saying, Chair, we have the letter. We can give you the letter of Comrade Thabo accepting the nomination.
Okay. No. Hang on. Remember, I indicated the provisions that govern the process. Okay? And I indicated to you that the rules that I read out to you are based firstly in your constitution and the guidelines. You've got the NEC members who are here. I'm going to seek guidance from them. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because the guidelines that I read as well as the constitution is silent on that matter. And therefore, I seek guidance from them.
Thank you very much to our returning officer, the electoral officer. The comrade that has nominated Comrade Thabo Manyoni in the ANC and in our provisions, we accept letters that will be forwarded here. And at this stage, I want that comrade who has made a proposal to come and submit the letter to the electoral office. Comrades, if the letter is not here, bring the letter, because the other provision we have always done in the ANC is to call the comrade in the absence of a letter. Comrades, please allow us to run your meeting to conclude this task. Comrades, ningahambi kancane lethani incwadi.
Okay, thank you very much. I, Thabo Moses Manyoni, I accept nomination for the position of Deputy Chair. Thank you. Now, by show of hands, can we establish support for that nomination? Keep that hand up for 2 minutes. Keep that hand up for 2 minutes. Keep that hand up for only 2 minutes. Sitting down, raising only one hand for 1 minute 30 seconds. 1 minute 30 seconds. Keep that hand up. Keep it up for 1 minute. Keep that hand up for only 1 minute. Only 1 minute. Keep the hand up for 40 seconds. Keep that hand up for only 40 seconds. Keep it up for 30 seconds. Only 30 seconds. 30 seconds with your hand up. 30 seconds with your hand up. With your hand up. Keep that hand up. Thank you very much. You may lower your hand. You'll get the result in 1 minute. Thabo Manyoni has passed the threshold. Thank you very much. Are there any further nominations for the position of Deputy Chair? I don't see any hand up, and therefore I'm closing nomination for this position. Thank you very much. Now, remember, we are now going to the position of Provincial Secretary. And I indicated that 2 individuals have qualified for that position. They have passed the threshold as a result of the nominations that came from the branches. Now, in addition to that, are there any further nominations? I don't see any hand up for the position of Provincial Secretary, and therefore I am closing nomination for this position. Yes, sir. Yeah, can you go to the nearest mic, please, and make it snappy?
No, thanks very much, Presiding Officer. My name is Mjalfa Buti, a branch delegate from Moses Kotane branch, Ward 36, Machabeng, Lejwele Puzwa region. On behalf of my region, I stand here to nominate the name of Comrade Saki Mukwe. I thank you.
Sorry, sir. Excuse me. Sorry, sir. Can you go back to the mic? Sorry. The nomination, it's for position of Provincial Secretary.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't worry. I know that I had already
Can I
closed,
exercise
but
my right and be
I will
protected?
open
Can't read
that
my mind.
again. Are there any hands supporting this nomination? Oh, sorry. Saiki, can you please go to the mic and indicate your availability?
We're applying our minds here. Can't be dictated for. Comrade Matang, Emelan Tenialo.
Thank you very much, Chair. My name is Saki Mukwena. I decline.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay, sit down. We are proceeding with the process. Now, for the position of deputy secretary, are there any nominations for the position of deputy secretary? Sir, sit down. Nomination for the position of deputy secretary.
Thank you, Chairperson. My name is Malewa Maleka.
You can speak, proceed.
Dihlabeng, Thaba Mofutshanyana region.
Can you
I
give an
nominated
audience, please?
Nalema Mohale as a deputy secretary.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Can you repeat again? And then please keep quiet so that we can hear her.
My name is Malewa Maleka from Dihlabeng, Thaba Mofutshanyana region. I nominated Kinalemang Mohale as a deputy secretary.
Kinalemang, can you go to the nearest mic, please? Kinalemang, go to the nearest mic. Go to the nearest mic and indicate your availability. Can we give an audience and respect? Can we please accord a respect by keeping quiet?
Thank you, Comrade Chair. With utmost humility, I accept the nomination.
Thank you very much. Now, by show of hands, can we establish support for that nomination? Keep your hand up for just 2 minutes. Keep that hand up for only 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes. Raising only one hand and sitting down. One hand sitting down for 1 minute 30 seconds. For only 1 minute 30 seconds. Keep that hand up for only 1 minute 30 seconds. Keep it up for 1 minute. Just keep that hand up for 1 minute. Keep that hand up for only 1 minute. 1 minute for 30 seconds now. With your hand up, just for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Keeping your hand up for only 30 seconds. Thank you very much. You may lower your hand. You'll get the result in 1 minute. You'll get the result in 1 minute. Kinalemang has passed the threshold. Any further nomination for the position of Deputy Secretary? I don't see any hand up this side. I see one hand up there. Go to the nearest mic. Please, ma'am, come. Make it snappy. Ma'am, make it snappy. You are withdrawing. Okay? No other hand that I see. There is one hand down there. Yes. Go to the nearest mic and make your nomination. Let's accord her respect and audience. Okay, okay.
Amanda, ke nomthandazo Makate from Fezile region, Wati sub-region, Wati branch. I hereby nominate Comrade Vusi Chabalala for the position of treasurer.
Vusi Chabalala, can you go to the nearest mic, please? Vusi Chabalala, go to the nearest mic and indicate your availability.
Thank you very much, Presiding Officer. My name is Comrade Vusi Chabalala.
Sorry, before you indicate your availability, I've been asked to clarify the position. I indicated that this is the position of Deputy Secretary. So you can proceed, sir.
Not for that position.
You are not available for that position.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Now, are there any further nomination for that position of deputy? I don't see any hand up, and therefore I am closing nominations. For the position of treasurer, I had indicated that there was only one person who had passed the threshold as a result of the nominations from the branches. Now, that hand at the back there with the mustard, yeah, I even know the colors.
Thank you very much, Chair. My name is Moinkintiwa Amelia Leballo from Ward 3, Kwasi Sulu branch in Mangau. I nominate the name of Comrade Vusimusi Chabalala for the position of treasurer.
Vusi Chabalala, can you go to the nearest mic?
Comrade Vusimusi Chabalala from Ward 25, Thabo Mofutsi-Anyana Maluti.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Can we please give him audience?
Comrade Vusimusi Chabalala, Ward 25, Maluti, sub-region, Thabo Mofutsi-Anyana. I'm available.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. By show of hands, can we establish support for that nomination? Raise your hand just for 2 minutes. Keep your hand up for 2 minutes. Keep that hand up for only 2 minutes. Keep your hand up for 1 minute 30 seconds. Raising only one hand and sitting down. Keep that hand up for 1 minute. We keep the hand up for 1 minute. Keep that hand up for only 1 minute. We keep the hand up for 1 minute. Now for 40 seconds. With your hand up. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Thank you very much. You may lower your hand. You'll get the result in 1 minute. You'll get the result in 40 seconds. You'll get the results in just 30 seconds. In 30 seconds, you'll get your result. You'll get the result just now. Vusimusi Chabalala has passed the threshold. Any further nominations for the position of treasurer? Yes, I see the hand here.
My name is Tabang Khoke. I come from Thabo Mofutshanyana region, Mansupa sub-region, Ward 3. I'm the chairperson there. I hereby nominate the name of Makwini Litsowa.
McQueen, can you go to the nearest mic and indicate your availability?
Thank you, Chair.
Okay, let's accord a respect and audience.
As a disciplined member of the ANC, I'm not accepting your nomination. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Are there any further nominations? In the absence, I look this side, I don't see any hand up. I look this side, I don't see any hand up. There is one hand there. Can you go to the nearest mic, please? Make it snappy. Make it snappy. Move quickly to the mic. Go to the nearest mic, ma'am. Make it snappy. The mics are here in front. Okay, let's give her audience now. Let's give her audience. Yes, ma'am.
Dumelang comrades. Ke nna comrade Grace Lemao, so what 11 Bloemfontein mona. Ne ke khotsa comrade Mathabo Leeto for treasurer.
Mathabo. Mathabo, can you go to the nearest mic? Oh, sorry. I've been informed, and then I just looked again in terms of those people who had already qualified, that in terms of that nomination has already passed the threshold due to nominations from the branches. Are there any further nominations? If there are no further nominations, I am closing nominations for this position. Now, so this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to make the process to be quick and painless. And I therefore request those who've been nominated, please, to come forward to verify your names so that the name that appears on the ballot, it's the name that you want to see appearing on the ballot. If you don't come here now, we will proceed with what we think we know your name. And then you might not be happy when people don't recognize that name. So please, I'm handing over now to the NEC, and thank you very much for your cooperation.
Thank you. Comrades, I believe you want to hear this. I believe you want to hear this. Comrades, all of you whose names will appear on the ballot paper, can you please come forward to ratify your names? So that, number two, after this, IMSA is going to prepare a ballot. Those members who moved from here to this side, we go back to where we came from. And voting is going to take place today on the 22nd. Today on the 22nd of January 2023.
Comrade Chair.
This is an announcement. I can't take anything. And results are going to be announced today.
Comrade Chair, I just want
The rest,
to inform
Comrade
you something.
Mahlobo, Comrade. Kanwen uyapi? Ubani lo? Comrade, we said the ballot has got 650 names. The attendance register and the voters roll has got 650 names and nothing else. Puma ke comrade wena lo onga qualify ukubala. Puma comrade wena onga qualify ukubala. Comrade, listen. Listen. Ayuzopuma, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry, comrade. Angisesiqedile ukuvota phela labantu. Comrade, I'm saying voting will take place today. And announcements of the top 5 will be done today. Counting will be done today and announcements will be done today. And the nomination of the additional members will be done today. So, the rest I leave to Comrade Mahlobo. But I'm talking about elections. Everything is going to be done today, and we must also go and rest today. So Comrade Mahlobo will tell you what to be done from now.
Comrades, we want to indicate that as a steering committee, firstly, the open session is closed and allow the members of the meter to leave. Allow the members of the meter to leave. And the Elections Commission and all those people that their names have been added to go, and we are going to that room. We are going there. Can we allow the media to leave?
Regions, nominate observers, and the leagues. Nominate observers. Babuye sambe now. Let's go.
The regional secretaries, the alliance, with your observers, you follow Umam Regina to that side. And the media, let them leave the house. Thank you. As the media leaves the house, they will be indicated through Comrade Opa Kwabane, when are we coming back? Comrades, it's been a long day. What will happen now? There is an issue that Comrade Makura as a head with Comrade Greg around the issue of commissions, strategy and tactics. He will come and outline a particular process, Comrade Makura, and then we'll make the announcement. Let's allow Comrade David. Thank you.
Commission 1 and 2, they say they are here. Okay. Commission 1 and 2 is economic transformation.
Commission 1, Governance and Legislation. Commission 2, Communication and Better Ideas. The Kitchen by the Supreme Court. And then International Relations, there's going to be 2 monkeys on the bus. And the social transformation is also on the bus.
They are in the mood of going. Are you doing it? They're in the mood of going. I think you need to be faster and harsher. Okay. Can straight.
Comrades, we will be brief. Just give me a few minutes. We will be very brief to indicate how we are going to deal with the commissions. Just give me a few minutes, please. We'll be very brief. If you can take a seat. Comrades, this is what we will do. The people who are making noise are here, right in front of me. So, comrades, we will, when they say today, I want to make a distinction. Akere haribua hantle ka Sesotho. How today ya confuse antwen. We are not going to do the commissions tonight. Busiu, aretlo etsa di commission busiu. Mara batho ba electoral commission ba prepare a ballot. Ba batla ho vote we busiu. So I make the distinction. The commissions will sit in the morning. So if you don't hear this, you are going to be confused. Comrades, more. Yeah. So they will be voting tonight. As soon as they are done with the ballot, you can't go to the accommodation venues without voting. So because we have had a long day, we understand we were supposed to be doing a presentation on strategy and tactics. We won't do it tonight. But we want to clarify what's going to happen tomorrow. So I want to repeat, you're going to vote tonight and then go to your place of sleep and then come back in the morning. It's morning, but so it's night. So you will go and sleep after voting. In the morning, we want to start with the commissions at 9 o'clock in the morning. I know you might finish voting pretty late, but we don't have another day. We don't have Monday. And I'm talking on behalf of the NEC members. We can't be here on Monday. We must finish everything tomorrow. So you are going to sleep only a little bit or little refresh. So I am not going to do the presentation on strategy and tactics organizational renewal, there are resolutions of the national conference now. They will come to the commissions, and then we have 5 commissions. Co-programming, that program that was distributed, the first draft that was amended, so we'll have a commission on economic transformation. Ekamono. So we have 2 commissions in this hall tomorrow morning at 9. 1 commission this side, at that corner is economic transformation. And then social transformation, Kamona. We can't pack 3